What is up, YouTube? Illusions here, and today what you were watching is some Raid Hardpoint. This is an actual scrim, Team Audacity versus Truly Blessed. I end up dropping 46 and 19. I lead the lobby in kills and in points. It was a pretty good game. I really like the gameplay. Honestly, there's some turn-ons. I even 360 a guy at one point. I may. Never mind. But you'll see that later on in the video. That is not what I'm not here to talk about the gameplay like I never am. But first off, let me explain this. Someone asked me the other day why I fast forward the gameplays that I record in theater mode. I fast forward them using my scuff, which it multiplies it by like 1.4, because obviously with trigger stops you can't fast forward it extreme amount, but it fast forwards it an amount to shorten the video. And that is the main reason I do it. It shortens the video. Who wants to sit here and listen to me talk for 10 minutes? If you want to do that, please leave a comment, and I will be more than happy to not fast forward the gameplay. Also, the second reason I fast forward these gameplays is because in theater mode there is lag. Your aim is not what it really is. I could be shooting on theater mode screen 10 feet in front of a guy and still be getting hit markers. But if you fast forward that, the lag is not as much. It actually does look like you're shooting at what you're looking at. So that is another reason I do it. It makes the gameplay in general look better, and it goes by faster, and it's easier to commentate. But I'm not here to talk about any of that. I'm here to talk about what is going on tomorrow, Friday, June 28th, the beginning of MLG Anaheim. For those of you who don't know what MLG is, Major League Gaming, the competitive scene, I'm assuming everyone knows what MLG is. But the Spring Championship, I believe this is the spring. Yeah, this is the Spring Championship. Spring Championship is upon us, and it is in Anaheim, California tomorrow, June 28th. I believe gameplay begins at 5 p.m. Eastern. There's going to be some good games tomorrow, too. I'll talk about that later. But I believe gameplay begins at 5 p.m. Eastern, and the MLG Anaheim goes all throughout the weekend to Championship Sunday, and that is where it will end. I'm pretty pumped for it. I cannot participate in it, and I cannot travel there. My team obviously can't get out there, and it'd be pointless for me to go to MLG Anaheim, considering it'd be so expensive for me to go from Indiana to California just to spectate. So it's just not worth it. So I will be watching it in the stream. You can look for me in the streams, because I will probably be chatting it up on the streams. I'll have a link to the stream and all that stuff below. But I encourage you guys so much to go watch these streams. It'll probably be like MLG.tv and then Twitch.tv/MLG Cotton. And if you want to watch League of Legends, StarCraft, any of those games too, there will also be those games going on. If you're fans of those, I encourage you to go support those, go watch those, enjoy yourself, because we need to support esports as much as possible for it to grow. More specifically, we need to support competitive Call of Duty. It is growing, and it's growing at a good rate, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from it so far. But I encourage you guys to go watch that. What I'm here to talk about today is my predictions for MLG Anaheim. So I'm going to be talking about these teams as if you know about these teams, who they are. But right now, my top 5 finishers for Anaheim, what I think the placing will be, is number 1, Team Envious. Number 2, I believe it will be Complexity. Hold on a second. I think number 2 will be Complexity. Number 3, I believe, will be Icons Evil. Number 4 will be Impact, Icons Impact. Number 5 will be TVA. And you can honorable mention to VVV. You can swap out VVV and TVA either way. I really don't know how that 5th position is going to work out, but I do believe that my top 4 is very solid. I know for one, I'd like to see TVA place 5th. I'm not going to get into the top 8 because those other positions I'm just going to leave off the skepticism, and I'm gonna just see how that goes. But let me explain to you why I think the top 5 is going to be how it is. Impact is going to be going for a 5-peat, which I do not think is going to happen because they have not played the game as much as they did for Call of Duty Championships and the other events. They don't appear to be as focused as they were, and the mentality, the mindset, and dedication just does not seem to be there. Other teams have caught up. Teams that were hanging with them before, like Envy, they're still the same, and they're improving themselves. They're still focused. They're still grinding. And that is why I think Impact will not win this event, and that is why I think Envy will. Envy is just really focused, really professional team, and I really love what they do. They're a great organization, and I think they're going to come out on top. Number 2, Complexity. If you look at the bracket, which I might have a link to the bracket in the description, the bracket. Complexity has a pretty easy ride through the winners bracket. They will be playing championship bracket teams, and until about, I think, like the semifinals or the finals of the winners bracket, they'll end up having to play like Envy, Evil, Impact, Optic, one of those teams maybe, depending on how the top bracket goes. The top bracket's stacked with teams like Envy, Impact, Optic, Evil. All those teams are in the top bracket. Obviously, there's a losers bracket, as most of you may know, so it doesn't matter if you lose off start. Your favorite team could still drop down to losers bracket, go through losers bracket, still make it to the championship. Number 3, Evil. They're like the New York Yankees of or Miami Heat of Call of Duty right now. They bought up a lot of good players. I really don't want to say bought up. That's kind of a rude term, but they have a lot of good players on their roster that they've gathered from. They've pulled from various teams like Fear, Complexity. They pulled a bunch of members from random teams, and I believe they will secure a number 3 slot because they are a really solid team. They're very scary watching online. I do believe Impact is going to get number 4 because I believe they still are a really good team, just not a winning team at this point. They still will outdo teams like Optic and Quantic and Unite and VVV. I believe that will stay like that. So I do believe Impact will secure number 4. Number 5, TVA, is Dito's team. They have been winning a lot of online scrims. That's why I'm saying that they should be number 5, I think. That could very well be swapped out with VVV. TVA is kind of a sleeper team. That's why they're coming out of open bracket. And that's why I'm kind of saying that it could go either way, VVV, TVA. But I do believe TVA will finish in the top 5. But that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys do check out the stream. I'll have links in the description, and I dropped 46-19 in this game. I hope you enjoyed it, and please have a good day.